Please, the show starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good morning, we're from the Orthopedics Department of Hospital Selayang and we're presenting our clinical audit on wound debridement in open fractures. As we know, open fractures have a high risk of infection and therefore need to be debrided within 24 hours. The aim of our audit was to determine if in Hospital Selayang we were debriding our open fractures within 24 hours after having been seen in ED. We conducted a retrospective review of patient records in March of 2022. We took into account the time the patients were seen in ED as well as the time the patients were finally debrided in theatre. And we found that in our sample size of 12 patients with open fractures, only 25% of them were debrided within 24 hours. We identified two main reasons for this delay, and that was we were using PCR, which required more than 24 hours before the results were available, as well as lack of OT time. Therefore, we decided to introduce the use of an RTK, by which we were able to obtain the results within 4 hours and so patient could be sent to theatre earlier, and we also introduced a new theatre known as semi-emergency OT. After having instituted these two changes, we then conducted another audit in June of 2022 with the same sample size, and we found that this time we were actually able to achieve 75% of our patients being debrided within 24 hours. So in conclusion, we decided to do an audit of debridement of open fractures to see whether they were being done within less than 24 hours in order to minimize the risk of infection and patient morbidity. For our method, we decided to do a retrospective review of patient records of patients who had been admitted with open fractures to Hospital Selayang. The results of our initial audit in March 2022 showed that only 25% of our patients were being debrided within less than 24 hours. We initiated two changes, namely the introduction of RTK as well as a semi-emergency OT. And the results of our audit in June 2022 showed an improvement of up to 75%. Thank you for your kind attention.
You've been told, but time is running out Tahniah dan syabas kepada kumpulan Dentras dengan penghasilan C-Smile. Semoga C-Smile dapat membantu meningkatkan kebersihan mulut pesakit.